What's up everyone, OJ here. Welcome back to another video, and probably you guys have all heard the news. I actually was recording a separate video when the news dropped that Reggie Fils-Aime, the president and COO of Nintendo of America, has decided to step down from his role as the president and do other things like spend time with his family and also spend time with his kids and his friends. And Doug Bowser, who they appointed I think a couple of years ago as like the vice president of marketing and sales and all that, he's going to be taking over as the new Nintendo of America president. A very big step up in responsibilities and duties. Let me explain to you guys first what Nintendo of America President Reggie Fils-Aime, kind of what he needs to do or what he has been doing, and then we'll talk about his legacy and other things and how I feel, my thoughts on Reggie Fils-Aime. So the first thing that I want to say is that Nintendo of America definitely heavy on the marketing. What they do there, the president makes sure everything runs like a fine, well-oiled machine, right? Getting the games over, the Nintendo Treehouse, managing that, putting together the marketing campaigns, advertisements. You kind of manage all of that stuff coming over from Japan, and you look at business strategies. You travel a lot. Reggie Fils-Aime is always on planes to Japan to travel to see what's going on, what's going to be planned, and all of that. It's such an exhausting and really, I would say, stressful job. Pretty much any corporate COO or president of a company, a multi-billion-dollar company, multi-million-dollar company, whatever, is going to be very stressful. So for Reggie, I can see why he decided that, hey, after what? How many years has it been? Has he been like the president of Nintendo of America? Since like 2004? So it's been more than like 15 years or something like that. He's decided that, you know what? I think it's time. He's probably saved up so much money because before he was at Nintendo, he was like the president of sales and marketing or whatever at like Pizza Hut or something like that. So he saved up his money. He's had his time. I think it's time for him to just really relax. And the selfish side of me says, no, Reggie, you know, you need to stay. Reggie, give us Mother 3. He's been at Nintendo for that long, and he never gave us Mother 3. It would have been dope. He said, one last thing to tell you guys. Here is Mother 3. And if Reggie presented that, or if there is, Nintendo, listen to me. If you're gonna do Mother 3, you make sure to get Reggie to come back and say, one last thing, Nintendo fans. Here is Mother 3. And I'm hoping that even by the time that I post this video, that's what's happening. But I don't think it's going to. But no, honestly, like selfishly, I want him to stay. But I know how it is, like when it comes to like working and being in that corporate environment. And I couldn't take it for the 6 years that I was in it. I was like, you know what? I can't even take this with the corporate environment and what you have to do. So I can only imagine how Reggie's been for like the what, 2 decades that he's been working in the corporate environment, and well more than like 2 decades that he's been at a very, very high level. So I think it's time for him to relax. I think it's time for him to spend time with his family. It's time for him to enjoy all of that retirement and savings, and do it while you have your health. Do it while you still have some of your hair left, Reggie, because you know he's got that bald spot, kind of not bald, but like thinning at the top. And I speak from experience because I was stressed out just a bit ago, and I was balding and everything, and I had to grow my hair back. So I can see why Reggie's saying now is the time for me to kind of take my leave and retire or step down. I don't know if he's going to go somewhere else, but it looks like he's just going to retire at this point. I think he's in like his what, 50s or something like that, Reggie is. So yeah, with his type of background and his type of money, he can definitely retire early if he's going to retire. I don't know if he might go to somewhere else or maybe be a consultant at some place, but either way, Reggie, you know what? It was great having you at Nintendo. There were so many great memories when you first busted onto the scene. Talk about you're gonna like kick ass and take names and all of that stuff. So that's really cool, Reggie, man. And congratulations on the great career. And enjoy your time off, man, because I know that's what I would do if I was in his situation. Now, moving on to what Nintendo's going to be after Reggie. Obviously, Doug Bowser coming in. And Doug Bowser is one of those guys that turned around Nintendo's marketing. If you look at all the sales and marketing for the Nintendo Switch, and which is also why I think it's a great time for Reggie just to kind of like step down a little bit, is because like the Nintendo Switch is at a great place. They've probably planned out the next system that they're going to do already. I think this is the time that, okay, this is a good clean break. If you're going to retire, if he had plans that he was going to retire, this is a good way to do it. And you got somebody in that you know is dependable and reliable when it comes to the marketing aspect of the Switch, because that's really what Nintendo of America is. It's the marketing aspect. They get all the stuff from Japan and they bring it over. Now, of course, they can suggest ideas. There's stuff that the president can do. For example, the Starlink stuff with Star Fox, that was Reggie Fils-Aime's idea. So you do have that power in talking to developers and talking to different publishing partners. So Doug Bowser's going to have to keep up that mantle. But at the same time, Doug Bowser has proven that he can go out there and he can market the Switch and he can make sure that they can put out an appealing system. So that's really what Nintendo of America has to do. And he's also made sure that they can put together great events. I mean, you saw him in that tribute piece with Reggie Fils-Aime where he talked about Doug Bowser. He was out there with the fans and doing some really cool stuff. So Doug Bowser definitely has the personality and the charisma to be the Nintendo of America president. So I'm looking forward to that. But I don't really think there's going to be any change. I don't think there's really going to be any change outside of the moxie that Reggie brings to the table. Reggie Fils-Aime is one of those guys. He's one of those personalities that you just can't replace normally. Doug Bowser is his own man. Doug Bowser is Doug Bowser, and he's going to do some stuff that Reggie didn't do, and it's going to be great with Doug Bowser. But you can't just replace a Reggie Fils-Aime, just like you can't just replace a Satoru Iwata, the late president of Nintendo. So it's tough to replace these type of huge, larger-than-life personalities, but at the same time, you still can bring in somebody that's going to do a great job as well. So I'm not worried about the future of Nintendo. I'm not worried about, oh, what's going to happen. I'm not worried about any of that. I'm just looking forward to seeing what the reaction is from a lot of people out there. Some people are already like, what? I can't believe this. Some people are like, no way, this is happening. But it is happening, and all good things come to an end at some point. I think that this is a good time for Reggie to just say, you know what, guys, deuces. I did a good job. The Switch is healthy. We helped launch a great system, got plenty of games, and we're probably already planning what's next. Let me go ahead and plan this, get this ready, set things up with Doug Bowser, teach him how to do the job. So at the end of the day, really, guys, like, I'm just happy for Reggie. I think that Doug Bowser is going to come in and do a great job. I feel that Nintendo is going to be fine when it comes to it, and I'm looking forward to all of the great games in 2019 that Reggie, that Nintendo of Japan, that Nintendo of America are setting up. The marketing campaigns are already looking really good, and this is pretty much what happens when it comes to businesses. People come and go, whether it's Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. People have came and went over the years, the short years. At the end of the day, I mean, yeah, like, I've been playing games for like 20 plus years, but it hasn't been too long of a time in the grand scheme of things that video games have even been around in this type of limelight. Heck, when it comes to the media attention and everything that video games get, that's pretty much new at this point. We just got like Twitter to where it's functioning and to where these social media sites are popping up. YouTube is just 2005, and back then it's nothing like it was at this point. So we're still in the infancy of all of this, and there's already been a lot of change across the board, right? So to me, it's one of those things to where, Reggie, congratulations. I just want to say this one more time. Reggie, congratulations. Shout outs to Doug Bowser for the big promotion. I know that him and his family are probably really excited about this, but one thing that I would like to see going forward is that if Reggie can make some cameos every now and then. Obviously, you're retired, or I think that he's retiring. Maybe he's going to go somewhere else. But either way, like, Reggie, it would be cool if like he can like show up at E3, or if he can show up at certain Nintendo events, or maybe even for like the launch of the next Nintendo system. Reggie's there in New York City, you know, counting down with all the people that are camping out. Like, I remember him being there at multiple different ones. So it's one of those things to where I'll always remember Reggie for all of the cool moments, all the great stuff that he did at Nintendo, and even in the down times of the Wii U, even when that was going on, he still had the moxie to kind of bring things and bring excitement when it came to what they were doing with their games, even their big games like Bayonetta or Hyrule Warriors, also Super Mario Maker, Super Smash Brothers. There was still a lot of excitement with the big releases for the Wii U, even though those games didn't do as well as they could have because of the system. And the 3DS was always kicking when it came to it. So between the ups and the downs, Reggie's always been there. It hasn't been perfect, but nobody's perfect. So shout outs to Reggie, shout outs to Doug Bowser. I think you're gonna do a great job. Good luck on there, but I don't think you're gonna need luck. I think you're gonna do great. I think I would love to see the reaction of a lot of the Nintendo staffers. I wonder what they're thinking, like the Nintendo Minute crew, Kit and Krista, what the Treehouse team is thinking. I'd love to know what they're thinking, and They probably won't be able to talk too much about it just because Reggie already put out his own video. But at the same time, I think that they would probably have some ideas or have some thoughts on what's going on. So hopefully we get to see a little bit more of that. I'd love to hear what Kid and Krista have to say because they've done a lot of Nintendo Minutes with Reggie Fils-Aime. So the Reginator is a classic, right? The Reginator, the name, the nickname, and everything that he's done. It's so classic, and it's just awesome to see Reggie finally do what he needs to do, right? And spend time with the family and do all that. Like I said, he's not like the youngest dude out there. Not the oldest, but he's not the youngest out there. I think it's time for him to relax and enjoy his money, right? Sometimes you're so busy you can't even enjoy the money that you have been making because you're always at work, you're always on a plane, you're always doing something or trying to take care of something, especially with a company like Nintendo. So he can enjoy his money, he can enjoy his time, he can finally get better at Smash Brothers. And that's the thing that I want to tell Reggie. Reggie, if you're watching this, which I know that you're not, like seriously, use this time to actually play Smash Brothers and learn how to up B. You need to rematch Hungrybox and see if you can actually get back to the stage this time, okay? So Reggie, that's my big thing, my assignment for you, Reggie, is to make sure that you learn how to up B and Super Smash Brothers so you can get back to the ledge, so you can try to at least take a stock off of Hungrybox next time. But no, seriously, Reggie, congratulations on the career. Congratulations on whatever's next for you. Seriously, I want you to have fun with your family and enjoy the time. And thank you for all the great memories at Nintendo. And I know that Doug Bowser's going to do a great job because you've entrusted in him this position. So shout outs there. So what do you guys think about Reggie Fils-Aime stepping down and Doug Bowser? And seriously, can we talk about this? A guy named Bowser. If your name is Bowser, you know you're going to do great things. You're destined to be the president of Nintendo if your name is Bowser. So life mission accomplished for Doug already, right? So what do you guys think about Doug Bowser? How do you think he's going to do at Nintendo? What are your thoughts on all this? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you for the next video. Peace.
Come on, Reggie, give us Mother 3!
How about this instead?